Hi, my name's Blythe Roberts, and this is my story. So I was very blessed to grow up in a Christian home with parents that did everything they could to make sure that Christ was our foundation, and that's kind of every realm of what they wanted us to believe in and go through. They made sure we were in church Sundays and Sunday nights and Wednesdays, and it is truly amazing and definitely something I took for granted at the time. I accepted Christ at a young age. I was 4 years old, and I kind of just had this feeling in my heart that, okay, this is right, this is what I'm supposed to do. Maybe a little bit at first because that's, what I grew up in and that's what I saw around me. I got baptized after that. I was actually at a Billy Graham concert when I got saved in Kansas City at Arrowhead Stadium. So I think it was about 6 months later I got baptized, and it was really special, but it didn't really feel at the time. I was so young that I truly had that personal relationship with Christ. I mean, 5 years old, but you don't truly know the depth of why. And that's kind of throughout my story of what I learned. When I got out of high school and went to college, I went to a different denomination of college on a tennis scholarship, still a Christian school, but a little bit different than what I had grown up. Something that I realized, going to the school that I went to in the Bible Belt, I tried a lot of different churches out just to kind of establish where I wanted to be. So I learned quickly that, there's a lot of churches. It's great to go to church, but it's important to find the right one too. It's important to find one that firmly believes in the Bible and preaches from the Bible and doesn't interpret it differently than what Christ has done for us. I didn't know why, of course, at first that God had sent me to this school. It's where He ended up sending me through a tennis scholarship. I only actually ended up going for 1 year. I quickly met my husband. I didn't date a lot, pretty strict on what I wanted in a spouse, and I wasn't gonna settle and I wasn't gonna date around unless I was serious about that person. They were serious about their walk. So I met my husband when I was 19 years old. We ended up moving back to Kansas City. We got married when I was 20 and he was 23. And that was another challenge, not because we were pretty firm and we knew what we wanted, but establishing ourselves in a church that we could connect as a couple. We started going to LBC and it was wonderful, but it didn't feel like I was going with my husband. It felt like I was going with my family that I had previously been established with. So we kind of bounced around to some other churches, some other plants, and then a couple of years ago, God kind of blessed us and opened Reach Church DeSoto. And at first we were like, oh man, we really like LBC, but we prayed about it and we really felt like it was the right thing for us to do to go there. When we went, couldn't be more perfect. We both are established as a couple, and we both feel like it's exactly where God wants us to be. Through that, it's pretty incredible. We just had a little girl 2 months ago, and she's wonderful, and really realizing how important it is to have yourself established and have that relationship with Christ. Never realized until I held that little baby, and realizing what kind of world I want this little girl to grow up in and what kind of environment I want her to see and really truly speak through.